Out in the dark, unfathomable depths of space, it is difficult to survive without making some pretty dastardly compromises of one's moral character. But in the 25th century, there was a man of somewhat genuine character trying to make a semi-honest living. His journals have been preserved since that time, and we are blessed that a few of those that survived were left running during his adventures. But before we get to the recordings, we need to thank a few fellow smugglers and a few producers of The Smuggler's Log. Alita 1, thank you for your fellow smuggler level value for value contribution. 1 million satoshis. Well, I hope there's more where that came from. Dubiago, thank you for your opening episode value of 500 sats. And finally, Meachamus Prime, thank you for your opening episode value of 500 sats. And remember, if you include a note with your Bitcoin transaction telling us your name or your avatar's name, we'll mention you at the beginning of the next episode we produce for the podcast. That goes for boosts as well. We also accept subscriptions at subscribestar.com/thesmugglerslog. Each time you share this podcast and each value for value contribution preserves our past for a better future. Now let's listen to The Smuggler's Log. Captain's log.
You are by no means worthy of being referred to as captain of this vessel, Verendontic.
Fine. Smuggler's log. Good?
Meh. I suppose that will do for now.
November 6, 2455. Things have been pretty busy this week. I just finished a run of, well, let's just say that the people of the planet Vernaguli don't have to worry about those invasive penguins anymore. That place is freezing cold all year long, but it's mostly saltwater ocean and icebergs. And to top that off, the indigenous sentients are an aquatic species of sardine. I would never officially condone smuggling orca to another world, especially considering my ship's cargo almost sublimated on the way there. But they were willing to pay a beautiful pile of money for it. I've got just about enough to pay my debts, assuming I can afford to repair my ship. She'll hold up, though. The Rekusan has seen much worse treatment.
Yes, while I can't disagree with you there, most of it has been due to your own escapades for infamy and fortune.
I'm sorry. Is this the ship's log? Or maybe the ship's conference? Nothing more to say?
Well, I can't exactly shrug or shake my head now, can I? At least not until Alvarez repairs my remote unit.
Keep your pants on, man. I will have it fixed long before we dock.
Well, maybe if you hadn't blocked that blaster bolt with your face back there, you wouldn't be stuck on board, and Alvarez wouldn't be overheating his prosthetic toolset arm.
If I hadn't literally stuck my neck out for you, we'd be down a pilot. Though I'm not sure how much of a loss that would be.
I had everything under control.
Oh, really? You seem to forget, good sir, that my memory is playable.
Baron, you know I'll let you go if you can pay me half the bounty.
Really? Baron Don...
Baron, keep your head down. Don't trust that Bentosian Wormsnoggler. He'll never cancel a contract. Most bounty hunters aren't like me, Flyboy. The very idea of a conscience is unfamiliar to them.
Look, I know how to handle bounty hunters. Or at least Skilla seemed to think so. That said, thank you. Now may I continue my log?
Meh.
As I was saying, Smuggler's Log. I've got Nazicans coming in range. Alvarez, how are we on weapons?
You mean the saltwater steam generators? We have nothing until they dry out.
Wonderful. No weapons, barely running engines, a ship-bound AI. PR, plot a course and power up the boost drive. We're getting out of here.
Charging boost coils, 3 minutes to boost.
And PR, if I've told you once, then I've told you 1,000,000 times. If you're going to play music during combat, play it on the surround speakers.
Yours fixed.
Just in time to be impounded. Though I must admit, despite being fascist thorns in one's side, the Schwasta Canadians run a spick-and-span impound bay. The last one was not horrible. And that would be the military protocol-dictated tractor beam. If we were to boost now, the Rekusant's engines would likely shear off. We should be receiving a transmission on the emergency channel in about 3 seconds. Powering down the boost drive.
Is our emergency radio even working?
Yeah, I just fixed.
This is the SCS King Trudeau III. Sorry for the trouble here. We're conducting a random safety inspection. Prepare for a boarding party. Place all opposable appendages in species standard submissive pose immediately external to the internal docking port door. Any attempt to boost away will result in the immediate destruction of your vessel. Thank you for your time, eh?
Wonderful. We're wanted for 2 counts of smuggling Hispanics out of these guys' internment camps. As much as I had to pay the local commandant to let us go, I barely made a profit. I don't even know what we're going to do about Alvarez. You should be good though, PR. That all happened before I won this ship.
I have it covered, Mr. Dontic. I have a special dental retainer.
One doesn't float around a galaxy full of Nazicans without making plans for running into them. Well, I may be able to call in a few favors with the Schwasta Canadian ship's AI. Perhaps they will experience some network communication errors, but that's going to gain us only a few hours at most.
Whatever it takes, we'll discuss further after the inspection. Man, we seriously need to clean this place up when we get repairs.
You don't think you could have replaced my left camera, Alvarez? I have no depth perception in this state whatsoever. This native experiences sorrow. We do not have replacement android eyes. We always assumed that if it became that bad, that your remote unit was a goner.
PR, raise your hands like us. Bipedal androids are expected to behave like bipedal sentients.
You don't need to explain protocol to me, Smuggler. I was operating a remote unit when your granny was conceived. I imagine there may even be a holorecord of said occasion. Would you like me to play it?
Absolutamente
no. Pressurizing docking port. Docking complete. Opening cabin side door.
Welcome to the SCS King Trudeau III, eh? Sorry about the trouble. Please remain still while we search your vessel. All right, boys. Last one to find contraband is the hoser, eh?
At least they're being polite.
I'm gonna need you to be quiet, sir, if you want to have a good day here.
Sorry.
Watch it.
Sir, I found an apparent product of poaching.
Let me see that now.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, crewman Brown Schnauzer. Good catch, crewman. But you missed the tag. It clearly says made in China, don't you know? But just in case, I think I'll confiscate it.
Sir. Sorry. You put the rabbit's foot in your pocket, eh?
I don't think I did, crewman. And if you want that raise, I don't think you saw it.
Sorry, sir. My mistake, eh?
You're doing well, crewman. Keep this up and you'll go far.
Sorry, sir. There seems to be an aquarium tank on the lower deck that was recently filled with salt water, eh? It's mounted close to the rear loading port. It has one side shattered, eh? But the glass from the side that appears to have shattered is missing. There are salt deposits all over the floor between the aquarium tank and the loading port, eh?
Good find, crewman on La Place. 1A or less per utterance, crewman.
Sorry, sir.
Do you have an explanation for this? What are you smuggling?
No smuggling, ma'am. I own a legitimate shipping business. We were delivering salt water to a freshwater planet in order to help save a local endangered species. Frankly, I don't usually ask what it's for so long as I'm legally allowed to deliver it. But these people wouldn't let us leave until they showed us what they were using it for.
Freshwater planet? Sorry, but I've never heard of a freshwater planet, eh?
Good use of A, sir.
Thank you, crewman Brown Schnauzer.
Good point as well, sir.
I do not appreciate excessive flattery, crewman on La Place.
Sorry, sir.
I'm starting to question your sincerity, Captain.
Ugh.
You have a P-47 model artificial intelligence unit installed in this ship. You do understand I can simply question your ship's AI and verify your claim?
Excuse me, madam. My designation is P-47R10T. There are a limited number of freshwater planets in the galaxy, but they do indeed exist. The particular planet in question is Fantabulous 7. It is a popular destination for freshwater sports, such as fishing and boating. I can display the flight plan if you like.
No, thank you. Who is this? Are you transporting Hispanics? Eh?
Can this native lower his hands now? Tired are the arms of the one who cares for the land.
So sorry, sir. I didn't realize you're a First Nations person. You may lower your hands.
Ow! What was that for?
Sorry. I don't recall saying you could lower your hands.
What about the droid?
Why should I care about your AI? Speaking of which, you should better maintain its remote unit.
Thank you, madam. I agree.
Anyway, where's our third crewman? Crewman! Sorry, the snub-nosed one, eh?
Sorry, sir. I was unable to find any violations other than weapons lacking maintenance, eh?
Do they have gun stock shorter than 12 inches, eh?
No, eh?
Do they have menacing attachment mounts, eh?
No, eh?
Do any of them even have a camouflage paint pattern, eh?
No, eh?
Alright then, you're the hoser crewman. All other crewmen present arms, eh? Set to stun, eh? Fire! A. Trudeau the Third Actual, this is Inspection Crew 1342A, requesting detaining procedures for the cargo transport at docking port 278. No contraband found, no Hispanics, and one First Nations person crewman found working on his own authority.
All good to hear, eh? But we found a problem.
Oh no! What will happen to our plucky protagonists? Will they be captured for their smuggling seediness? Will they be held by a reprobate race-hate republic for the crime of saving people from them? Will Alvarez be outed as a hated Hispanic? What do Nazicans even do to Hispanics? Will we hear blasters booming as the smuggler slips out of their Canadian clutches? Will this pejorative podcast have an ensuing episode? Find out next week on The Smuggler's Law. Production and story by Christopher Meacham. Voice acting by Donna Wood and Christopher Meacham. Artwork by NattieKay Petrucka. Audio editing by Christopher Meacham. Our entrepreneurial sponsors include Alita One, Dubiago, and Meachamus Prime. Sound effects provided by Planet Earth Productions, and TRIUNE Films. The Smuggler's Log is an audio drama produced in association with Planet Earth Productions. TheSmugglersLog.com